Example 4 asks me to graph the ordered pairs for each friend on the same coordinate plane. So, using the information from example 3, I'm going to graph the ordered pairs for Renee and for Gina. Okay. I can graph them both on the same coordinate plane so that I can compare them side by side. So they've already graphed them here for you, okay, but again, each point starts at the origin. So you would start at 0, 0, and then you would go 1, 4, okay, 2, 8, 3, 12, 4, 16 for Renee, and you can see it creates this straight line, okay. And now instead of labeling each ordered pair, they've just labeled the line there as Renee. It's supposed to be an arrow on the end, that's a little off, but you would see that it would continue that way. Gina's points, okay, should be 1, 6, 2, 12, 3, 18, and 4, 24. And again, you can see that it creates this line here that would continue in such a way, okay. Notice some of the points, like for Renee's, they're not exactly where those grid lines intersect, and that's okay because you need to choose intervals for your x and y axis that would make sense for both of them. So you notice your y-axis doesn't increase by 1s, it increases by 3s each time. So that would work for both of them in order to show the numbers. Now, example 5 is going to ask us to basically look at this data, okay, and describe what it means, right? So how does the ratio of photos to each page compare for each person? How is that shown on the graph, right? So what's the ratio of photos to each page for each person? So for Renee, okay, the photos per page are 4 to 1, right? Gina's ratio of photos to each page is 6 to 1, right? And they give us that information in the original problem. So if I look at this, 4 to 1 and 6 to 1, I can see that obviously Gina has more photos per page than what Renee has. How is this shown on the graph? That second part of the question. Well, on the graph, I can see that both sets of points appear to be in a straight line, so that they're increasing steadily. But the line for Gina is steeper than the line for Renee, which means that that's a greater ratio. So the steeper the line, the greater the ratio is. Okay, so you can see that it's increasing basically a little bit faster than what Renee's is. And the graph really helps us see this visually to analyze this data and be able to compare them side to side.